Trump is less than 4 weeks away from taking charge of the Oval Office as he continues to assemble his core cabinet. He has hit back at the criticism of Democrats that Elon Musk is eyeing the presidency. Our next story takes a look at the president-elect's friends, family, and businesses.
Trump's nominations and his team have raised eyebrows. From having the world's richest man to his family members in top spots. Trump is shaping up his presidency. Our next story takes a look at Trump's friends, family, and politics. Less than a month away from taking the reins of the Oval Office, President-elect Donald Trump is assembling a core team that blurs the lines between politics, family, and business.
Nice to win the election.
Trump is defending his unconventional choices while brushing aside criticisms. Trump hit back at accusations that billionaire Elon Musk is the real power behind the US president-elect.
But no, he's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country. But the fake news knows that.
Democrats have derided Musk's prominent role in the transition, dubbing him President Musk and accusing Trump of ceding control. Trump has hit back, asserting that he alone will steer his administration, despite Musk's visible presence in shaping policies and appointments. Donald Trump's latest appointments are raising eyebrows as family connections take the spotlight. Ivanka Trump's father-in-law, Charles Kushner, has been named ambassador to France, while Tiffany Trump's father-in-law, Massad Boulos, steps into a role as Middle East advisor. Experts say that these picks reflect Trump's hallmark leadership style, prioritizing loyalty and familial ties over traditional expertise. Interestingly, two key family members have decided to step away from the political spotlight. Ivanka Trump, a defining figure during her father's presidency, has announced she will focus on her family rather than re-enter politics. She is not alone. Now Lara Trump has withdrawn from Senate considerations, though Lara says she had a big announcement to share in January without giving further details. As Trump prepares to assume office as the 47th President of the United States, his cabinet choices and Musk's influence spotlight a presidency that promises to challenge conventional political boundaries. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
From Maryland, we are now being joined by Garland Nixon, political analyst and radio show host. Welcome to WION, and thank you so much for joining us. What are your thoughts about this news that was going around in the past few days, notably on the mainstream media, about how Elon Musk is this shadow president, or perhaps, Elon Musk has President-elect Donald Trump in his back pocket? Can you also talk about Musk's role, basically, and all of these criticisms that he's facing? What do you read into all of this?
Well, what we're really having here is a discussion about the input that the oligarchs, to be quite frank, if the United States is talking about other countries, we would usually talk about the oligarchs in a country, and they're usually not as wealthy as the oligarchs in the United States. So that's really what the discussion is. The ultra rich, what control will they have over the Trump administration? We know that they have an inordinate amount of control in politics. He, I guess, appeared to somewhat clarify what Elon Musk's role is, but not in enough detail that we could really, to say that Elon Musk is not going to be president is a statement of the obvious, but we don't know what his role is based on Elon Musk's comments and his ideological and political views. I think that Elon Musk sees himself as a Javier Milei type who will come in and just cut everything that he can get his hands on from government. So we stand to find out exactly what his role is. And I would argue that it's quite possible that even Donald Trump and Elon Musk haven't figured it out yet. And Elon Musk probably thinks he has a lot more power than he actually has up front. But This is what we deal with in an oligarchy that calls itself a democracy.
How much of this criticism from the Democrats is related to that scathing Wall Street Journal report that came out 4 days ago, how the White House functioned with a diminished Biden in charge? Basically, everyone who's anyone was running the country except the commander in chief himself. He had good days and bad days. And we were essentially run by unelected individuals. Do you think because that scathing report came out from Biden's own people speaking now, that, the tide sort of changed and now the attack is going towards Donald Trump and Elon Musk?
Yeah, well, I do.
And you're a
certainly
media
think
person
that,
yourself, so
yes,
I'm curious to know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do think that to some extent this was strategic. There's an old saying in the U.S., the best defense is a good offense. And I think certainly pushing back against the validity of the characters around the Trump administration was a defensive, offensive move meant to take control of the the narrative. However, the interesting thing about the discussion about Biden was that in 2020, when Julian Castro, who is a Democrat, was running against Joe Biden, I think it was in early September, there was a debate, and he then brought up the issues of Biden's cognitive decline before even Biden won the 2020 election. And he was attacked by the mainstream media, and they said it was absurd and that he had both damaged himself and damaged Joe Biden. I think most Americans understood that Joe Biden had, as we say in baseball, lost his fastball some time ago, but his decline has been much more significant, and it has left a stain on the Democratic Party, mainly because they're viewed as having lied to the American people about such an important subject. And I think they're trying to recover from that by turning the tables on Donald Trump. But at this point, the Democratic Party is so damaged, they're going to have to make some significant moves if they're going to regain their footing anytime soon.
And during the first term of Trump's presidency, Ivanka and Jared were seen at the forefront. How do you see Trump's family members taking roles of prominence during his second term?
Well, Donald Trump has said that he's not going to bring his family members back in. But I think Donald Trump will have surrogates because his family members were surrogates. Certainly, there was the appearance of impropriety at times, which is, we can go back to Jimmy Carter, and he had a brother named Billy Carter that had Billy Beer. The Hunter Biden in. U.S. politics, family members and friends of the president, selling their ability to have close contacts with the leader of the country is nothing unusual. I think Donald Trump is, in a way, he's going to do the same thing with surrogates, but they probably won't be as close a family members as they were the first time. So there'll be Elon Musk, there'll be maybe business associates and friends, but maybe not exactly his son-in-law and daughter.
All right, Garland Nixon, thank you so much for all of that, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Same.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.